Alright, hi Algebra 1 students. This is lesson 19. We're going to talk about the distributive property. The goal for today's lesson, or for this particular lesson, is students will apply the distributive property. Okay, so a distributive property is kind of like when we distribute things, or think of like something like Amazon, like a company like Amazon. Amazon, let's call this box, let's pretend this is the Amazon company. The Amazon distributes products. Let's say that there's this new video game that everyone wants. People order the Amazon game, or these games through Amazon, right? And so Amazon, in their building, has a ton of these video games, right? And let's just say there's all these people that are around that want to have the new video game that's out, right? Oh, we lost the head there. That's funny. Here we go. So, what do? There's more people. Amazon gets the orders from all of these people, and they distribute the video game. The video game is just a little like package, right? And they'll distribute this package to every person that's out there. So, the concept of distributive property is that we're taking one thing and we are sending it off to everywhere that wants it. Okay? In mathematics, this is like multiplying. Okay? We're taking one particular object and we're multiplying it by how many people want it. So that's the concept here. That's the big idea. Here are the steps for today. Identify the constant and a variable of the outside term being multiplied. 2, multiply the outside term with each of the inside terms. And 3, simplify by combining like terms. I'm supposed to say terms here. Let me fix that. Okay. So you should probably pause the video here so you can write these down, and maybe go back one slide. You should write down the original lesson number and everything in your notes, okay? So pause the video here, write this down, and pause the video here and write this down. Alright, I'm going to move on now. I'm going to show you how to do a couple problems. Okay, numbers 1 and 2. Okay, so number 1. We're going to use the distributive property here, even though we could use PEMDAS and add 9 plus 7 first. I want to use the distributive property to show you the concept. So the way we do this is we have an 8 on the outside. This number on the outside is called the coefficient, and we know it whenever a number is next to a parenthesis, we automatically assume there's a times sign in the middle here. So they can put a little dot there. Okay? So we take this 8 and we're going to multiply it and distribute it to each of the inside terms. Okay, so 8 times 9 first. 8 times 9 is 72. Okay, and then we have 8 times 7 is 56. Okay. Then we need to finish the problem. We just distributed it, and we're going to add, so it's hard to add when we're doing it in our head, so just do side problems. You know, some students can do this in their head. That's fine. I'm just showing for students that have trouble. It's okay to do side problems. Okay? So 2 plus 6 is 8. 7 plus 5 is 12. And we have 128 is our answer. Okay? Again, we are distributing this 8 inside each of the terms. Okay? That's how you do number 1. Let me do it one more time for number 2. Okay, number 2, we have an 8 again, but this time 8 is being multiplied by n and positive 6. So we take the 8, distribute it into the first term. 8 times n is 8n, and then we have 8 times 6 is positive 48. Okay, box our answer, and we're done. We can't combine the 8n and 48 because 8n is a variable term, and we can't combine with a constant term of 48. Alright, that's all we're doing. So, I would suggest you pause the video right now and write down these 2 examples. And also, I'd like you to write down next to the second example steps on how we got to this, okay? Which you need to talk about. First, I distributed the 8 to the n. Then I distributed the 8 to the 6, because 8 times 6 is 48. And then I boxed my final answer, okay? Well, this is all we're working on for this lesson.